and come with their rifles and forced their way through our front fence, smashed it between all three of us, and glass went the screaming, and it was all feeling my heart going like that, and then that vice grip around my lungs.
Hey Steph, welcome to Speak and Rise. Can you introduce yourself to the audience?
My name's Stephanie. I'm 35 years old, married, I have 2 kids, and I work as a private investigator and a circumstance investigator.
Anything in your life that you would like to share about around violence?
Yeah, certainly. So I grew up in a domestic violence household. Some of my earliest memories, we'll say maybe 4 or 5 years old, and Dad having another one of his abusive, drunk, sociopathic outbursts. He had firearms as well. He was a collector and a shooter. And hiding behind the couch and watching the big armed policemen come with their rifles and force their way through our front fence to come and get him and take him away. So a lot of my memories growing up were around that violent aspect of somebody who's my dad and who's a lot bigger than me, being so small, only a child, hear his footsteps coming, and it would be better to just stay in my room or, go out the back. Things sort of progressed as time went on, and I became sort of, I suppose, a focal point for his behaviours and his actions. So he used a lot of psychological warfare. It would be things like hiding a possession that we're looking for and then laugh while he's watching me go and look for it. He did it to my mum, obviously, as well. There was financial control in that aspect too, so that's why it took so long for Mum to get us and take us away from that. But unfortunately, it's not an uncommon occurrence for most people these days. Being exposed to firearms, I guess you don't really understand the magnitude at the time of what something like that can do. I used to hold them, I used to help him clean them, and he had rifles as well, but my experiences were mostly with the handguns, and he used to walk around outside and try and make sure the neighbours saw him with them and things like that. He wasn't supposed to have ammunition in the same room. He did, and he had ammunition for everything. So that's my life really highlighted to me a slip in the system where he shouldn't have had them, but he did.
Yeah, and this is where it's not a debate on like pro-gun or anti-gun, right? It's just that perspective from what you experienced. So this is all it is.
So she took me to a doctor. I recall explaining to the doctor, this is how I'm feeling. But I've got a tight chest, I have trouble sleeping and whatnot. And I remember clear as day, this doctor turning to my mum going, "She's just a drama queen."